Hello, welcome to my podcast, Empowered to Thrive. I'm so glad you joined me today. I'm your host, Corrine Powell. I'm an intuitive mentor, and I help people pleasers to find happiness, embrace courage, and experience peace of mind. But say you're not a people pleaser, and you're desperate for change and not sure how to make it happen, then I'm here to help. In this space, you're going to find motivation to live a life full of joy and resilience. We'll talk all things inner wellness. And because I'm a mom, we'll throw in some knock-knock jokes. Just kidding. We'll talk mom hacks and parenting sometimes. Whether it's your first time here or you listen week after week, I am wanting you to know, as I'm always wanting you to know, that your life is so significant. You are so valuable. And I, for one, am happy that you are alive. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. And would you do me a favor? Would you go ahead and subscribe to my podcast? Give me a good rating and write a written review. Any of those three things would help me so very much, and I would appreciate it. Enjoy the episode. Hi, friend. It's your day to hear how great I think you are. And honestly, I hope that what I say today is something that you hear a lot, that feels true to you. But I'm aware that a lot of us have to work through traumas and just difficulties that life brings us very naturally. You know, it's okay to say life isn't easy. It's okay to say that life is hard, because sometimes it is. And sometimes it feels like it always is, which is why I love what I get to do, because I want you to know that even if it is a hard time right now, even if it's been hard for years on end, it doesn't always have to be that way. I really do remember. Recently, I even was freshly reminded of how I used to feel on the everyday. And it sucks. It was really hard to get through some of my recent weeks. And that's how I used to live all of my life. So I'm not minimizing the fact that life isn't always easy. But I want to remind you of what is so good about you. I hope that you heard it as a little child. But because I didn't, maybe you didn't either. So I want your child self and your present self to be able to hear and absorb everything that I'm going to share. Or if you can't take it all in, just grab one thing and cling to it. First off, you hear me say it on the intro and on the outro of the podcast, but it's true. I'm so glad you're alive. You are such a significant person. You were meant for this earth. You were meant to be alive and at this particular time. And I'm so glad that we're living at the same time, that our paths are intertwining. When you enter a room, the different spaces that you go into, whether it's the rooms of your house, the doors of other buildings, whether it's you walking through the grocery store, it matters that you're there. You create an impact. You make a difference in that space, in that environment. You have a lot to offer. You have thoughts and opinions, unique ways of thinking that we need to know about. We're taking a quick pause from today's episode because I want to tell you about a program that I've designed with you in mind. Discover, Heal, and Transform is going to offer you a safe place for self-discovery and inner healing. You get to go through the program at your own pace. There are both video lessons and downloadable PDFs. You're going to have access, if you become a member, to collective sessions that I'll be leading weekly for all of the members. You'll be given a safe place so that you can connect with other people on a similar path. So here's what I want to tell you. If you're looking for transformation and you want to find inner peace and satisfaction within your life, then my program and or my membership is going to be a great fit for you. The connection and support you're going to find is invaluable. The healing, surreal. And the transformation, profound. I am not who I once was, and I'm going to show you how you too can radically change yourself. Now, my membership is normally $400 a month. That gets you into weekly collective sessions. It offers you a discount on any one-on-one sessions that you schedule, and it grants you access to my entire program. But right now, I am offering the membership at just $250 a month. Yeah, you heard it. That's $150 off each month. Enroll today. Take advantage of this awesome discount and go to the show notes, or just go ahead and go to changeradically.com/memberships and sign yourself up. I'm looking forward to seeing you there, and I am so excited to help you change yourself radically. Your voice matters. What you have to say matters. What you think is important. Your opinion is valid. If you were sent the message at any time that you should stay out of the way, it makes me so sad to think, it infuriates me to think that people wanted you to just be out of the way. You should get to be on the same level as the others in the room. And really, if somebody once said, stay out of the way, I just want to remind you that that doesn't mean that you always have to stay out of the way. Maybe in that one moment, someone needed you to step aside, but you do not always have to step aside. You don't always have to give somebody else your place. You get to take up the space in a room that you need. I'm not talking about being rude or not caring about other people. I'm saying for those of us who once were told that we needed to stay small and we needed to stay out of the way, that is no longer how we need to live our life. And I want you to know that you are super capable. When you see somebody and you think, wow, they're so accomplished. They do so well at what they do. In that moment, I would ask you to turn inward and to compliment yourself in the same way by saying, yeah, they're really good at what they do. They're so accomplished. And I'm really good at what I do too. Not because you're taking anything from the other person, but instead of looking at them and saying, wow, they're so amazing, and I just am not that way. Instead of doing that, would you put yourself on the same platform, if you will, as them? And in your mind, allow yourself to see yourself as equal, as just as capable, just as accomplished. You're individuals, you're different people, but you are able to do as much as the others around you. For everyone that you admire, you're able to do wonderful things too, maybe different things, but that's the beauty of uniqueness. You offer one thing to the planet that I offer another. And collectively, we create a beauty and an energy and a life that is spectacular. So thank you for bringing what you bring to the earth. Thank you for being the beautiful person that you are, the energy that you carry, the vibrations that are a result of you, your energy, your life. I'm so glad. I'm so grateful for you. Next time you're outdoors, would you just close your eyes? Or if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, just allow yourself to let the sun hit your face. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to smell the flowers or the grass. Take a look around you at nature, the trees, maybe the squirrels, or if you see other wildlife wherever you live, and feel at one with those other parts of creation, because you are made uniquely and beautifully. And the earth is so glad that you're alive. Creation is so glad that you are alive. Your creator is so glad that you are alive. Unconditional love is for you and surrounding you. Goodness surrounds you and chases after you. You can't get away from it. There is so much goodness for you. So just open your arms up, figuratively speaking, or if you want to do it in real time, and just receive everything good that was meant for you. Receive every bit, every ounce of love that is meant for you. Know that as you walk through your days, there are people like myself who may not know you individually yet. I know there are those of you who listen that we've never met before, and there are those of you who know me very well, and I know you very well. But here's the point. I carry a love in my heart for you. And that is it's not exclusive to me. There are other people who carry love in their hearts just for every living creature. I mean, I see animals of all sorts. A couple weeks ago, I was in a flower shop, and they have a bird there, like a pet bird in a bird cage. And I just started talking to the bird, like I made a connection, because that bird is significant to me, just as much as the woman that was helping me purchase my flowers. People are significant. Other parts of creation are significant to me. And it's not just me who feels that way. If you haven't run into many people like myself, then I'll invite you to meet my friends. I know a lot of people who carry lots of love in their heart, and it's for people they don't even know. So you are very loved. You are very significant. And I am so glad you're alive. Here we are. We've made it to the end. What'd you think about what you heard today? Is there something you heard that you know you need to take action on? I'm one of those people who loves to not just sit and hear something, but to sit and hear and then go ahead and start implementing, taking action on what I hear, what was stirred up in me. And I encourage you to do the same. If you enjoyed today's episode, or perhaps you heard an episode in the past that really stuck with you, would you go ahead and share that with some of your friends and your family? It would mean so much to me. And also, if you want to connect with me, remember, you can always find me throughout the week on Instagram. I'm Kareen_Change Radically. Or you can email me anytime, Kareen@changeradically.com. I'd love to be in touch. And if there's any way that I can help you, please seek me out. Until we speak again next week, I hope that you will remember, in the moments that are loud and busy, and in the moments that are quiet and still, that who you are is super important. You are valuable, and I am so glad that you're alive.